Well, the holiday weekend's done deal. It's back to, well, regular life, I guess. Happy Tuesday, although it feels like a Monday. Happy Tuesday, the 3rd day of September 2024. I am Dan Kuntz. Very mild. Lots of sunshine, 66 degrees. Don't put away your sunscreen and your swimming trunks yet because we have another blast of summer. All this week, record high temperatures, certainly a distinct possibility. I think we're going to do it for at least a couple of days. We're going to have a 4-day period where we could very easily set some new record highs. So even though it's early September, it's going to feel more like early August. And it was a warm weekend too. And those hits are going to keep right on coming. Today's high of 90 is going to be the coolest day of the forecast period until we get to next week. I kid you not. Big ridge of high pressure is going to build over our area. It's going to be here by this time tomorrow, Wednesday. Chance of a record high Wednesday. Thursday, a good chance. Best chance is actually going to be Friday and Saturday. We're going to set record highs if this forecast holds true, and I think it's going to. Your very warm forecast is coming up. We'll have the news. Sports. Mariners are hurting. You know, they lost their last 2 games over the Labor Day weekend down in Anaheim, and then they're in Oakland for the final time ever. Of course, Oakland's moving to Las Vegas, and they lost in the bottom of the 9th inning. Highlights, if you will. We'll hear from 3 area local prep football coaches. Their season gets underway on Friday. Our broadcast season gets underway next week. Both Wenatchee and Eastmont are on the road to start out their football campaigns this Friday. And coming up this weekend, it is back. It is the Chelan County Fair at the Fairgrounds in Kashmere. We love visiting with Karen Welch. She's the Fairgrounds manager. She's the one who works ridiculously long hours for not a lot of pay, but she loves it. And if you don't believe me, you're going to get that vibe from Karen about how much she really digs helping put on the Chelan County Fair, which is this weekend. Tomorrow is load-in day, and get your entries in, and then the fair's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Pack your sunscreen for that and bring some bottled water. Karen will be joining me in the back half of the program. Let's do our tour around the valley. The Wenatchee Heights camera, of course, begins. Days are getting shorter. We got 13 hours and 12 minutes of daylight today, with the sunrise at 6:23 and the sunset at 7:36. By the way, this Saturday we will go under the 13-hour mark as we're closing in on the autumnal equinox. But again, it's going to be hot all week long. Saturday we had 93, Sunday 95, yesterday 91. That's all well above normal. Our normal high is 82. It was a very warm weekend. Let's head on up to Lake Wenatchee, where things are always a little bit cooler. Temperature in Lake Wenatchee right now is what? It's actually 66 degrees, same that we have here in the Wenatchee Valley. I don't see that too often. It looks like a couple of clouds hanging around out there. They're not going to stick around much longer. I don't know where they came from. They weren't invited. Good morning to Lake Wenatchee from our Nanapoc Ridge camera. The Omi Garden camera looking good. Good morning to Rocky Reach Dam, the Baker Flats industrial area, Lake Aniad, and all the way up to Aniad proper. Eventually Chelan, gorgeous view there from our Omi Gardens camera. And finally, good time of the year to visit Omi Gardens. They got lots of shade up there. Bear Mountain. And good morning to Lake Chelan. I don't know how busy Lake Chelan was over the Labor Day weekend, but with the sunny and hot conditions, my guess is it was plenty busy. And now it's going to be sunny and hot with not so many tourists hanging around. Good morning to Lake Chelan. Temperatures this week, hot. Just to let you know, we could get a heat advisory. It's a possibility. We start talking about the possibility of record highs on Thursday. Friday looks pretty good. Saturday, we're definitely going to set a record high. Sunday is a possibility as well. So we have basically 4 days where we have a shot of setting new record high temperatures for those particular dates. And it looks like Friday and Saturday is almost a lead pipe cinch that is going to happen. It is going to get hot again on what has been a hotter than normal summertime. From the National Weather Service, here we go. Sunny and hot, high of about 90. That's just about what we hit yesterday. It is going to be a little breezy at times today as the last of the shortwave exits. Northwest wind about 10 miles an hour. Gusts a little stronger than that. 62 for the overnight low tonight. Wednesday, 93. Not a record high, but knocking on the door. Look at the overnight lows, mid-60s, and now we start talking about record high temperatures. Thursday, forecast high 96. Record high temperature 97 on September 5th. That was set back in 1990. Friday, 99. Record high on Friday, 97. That was set back in 2020 for Friday the 6th. And then Saturday, September 7th, sunny and hot near 99 for the afternoon high. The record high, 93 in 2011. So again, good shot on Friday, very good shot on Saturday, and Sunday too. Sunday, September 8th, a forecast high of 95, record high 93, set back in 1993. Get ready for some sunny and hot temperatures. It's not autumn yet, and Mother Nature is proving that in spades. We're going to take a break and come back with the news. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Live channel.
Enjoy the sounds of summer from your very own pool and spa. Blue Lagoon is now scheduling pool installations for this summer. Call today to schedule a free consultation for a custom San Juan fiberglass pool. And let the experts at Blue Lagoon handle the construction, installation, and regular maintenance. Turn your boring backyard into vacation paradise this summer with industry-leading San Juan pool. No need to go off the deep end. Relax knowing you're in great hands with Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa.
Riley Gaines, the All-American female swimmer at the University of Kentucky, is our guest speaker for the Chelan County Republican Lincoln Day Dinner and Fundraiser, September 22nd at 6 p.m. at the Wenatchee Convention Center. Riley's call to action is to defend and protect America's daughters from competing with and sharing locker rooms with biological men. Join us for an exciting evening with Riley Gaines and support our local candidates. VIP event at 5, dinner at 6. Go to Chelan County Lincoln Day at gmail.com for tickets.
Paid for by the Chelan County Republican Central Committee.
The family at the Epladolin want to help your loved one feel at ease in their new home environment. Epladolin offers beautiful one-bedroom and studio apartments. Residents enjoy 3 delicious home-style meals a day, laundry service, housekeeping service, and encouragement to make themselves cozy in their new home. Epladolin welcomes your family to come and visit their family. Epladolin, independent and assisted living. They make the complicated easy for you. Call today for a tour.
Springwater Insurance Group is an independent insurance agency focusing on teaching those of you on Medicare or soon to be joining Medicare plans. Now, we don't work for any insurance companies, we work for you. It's nice that insurance plans you eventually join pay us for teaching you your plan choices. That means our services are free to you. We have 5 offices throughout North Central Washington providing customer service Monday through Friday. Give us a call at 509-888-2600.
A lot of sunshine, 66 degrees, lower 90s today. A little bit warmer on Wednesday. We start talking record high temperatures Thursday, certainly Friday and Saturday. Possibility of record high temperature on Sunday too. It's going to be a hot week. 8 minutes after the hour, for the first time in 7 years, the city councils of both Wenatchee and East Wenatchee held a joint meeting. This happened on Tuesday night. The topic was homelessness. The city of Wenatchee manages the homeless programs for the 2 cities. They have a budget of about $2.3 million in shared dollars. Glenn DeVries is the Wenatchee Community Development Director. He steers the homelessness response, provided an update on the Valley's efforts. He says the most recent count puts the number of homeless people in the Wenatchee Valley at 482, all but 45 of whom have received shelter services. City Administrator Laura Gloria says Wenatchee will soon appoint a full-time homeless response coordinator to spearhead the work.
So that's the big piece about the homeless response administrator position that we're working to get online. So it really, again, is about public outreach, being responsive, helping on the administrative side of stuff. You know, Glenn has been fantastic in taking a lot of that and will continue to oversee the program, but really having a full-time person on this. This is, for us, and probably for a lot of you, it's a ongoing issue that we hear a lot about from our communities in terms of concerns and questions. And so having more capacity behind it was really important to, again, have that full-time boots on the ground focus on it. So this position would continue to develop and manage and monitor contracts. So do all of the things that Glenn talked about, but really also have that good in-field connection to be feeding that information directly into the programs and helping us kind of flex and adapt as we need to.
Rivercom, the 911 service for our area, has purchased 12.7 acres of land in East Wenatchee. They want to build a new 911 emergency communications center. Rivercom's been operating from the third floor of the Wenatchee Police Department on Mission Street for the last 20 years, but has since outgrown that space. The new property at the corner of Northeast 5th Street and North Lyle Avenue was purchased for $1.4 million. It was chosen for its accessibility, as well as the fact that you can get good radio communications there, and that's important. Rivercom's lease with the city of Wenatchee for their current location is set to end in 2029. 2 people were jailed last week after a Wednesday carjacking in Quincy. That was followed by a car crash. 28-year-old Jose Silva Padilla from Moses Lake was arrested. Also arrested a 16-year-old who was allegedly involved in the crime. Grand County Sheriff's deputies say about 8 o'clock last Wednesday, Padilla and the youth dragged a person out of a parked Mustang at the Jackpot Food Mart on F Street Southeast. Then they drove east on Highway 28. Well, the Mustang crashed about 5 miles away at the intersection of Adams Road and Road 11. The 2 suspects were arrested after allegedly knocking on doors of nearby residences asking for a ride. Both are now detained, facing possible charges of second-degree robbery, theft of a motor vehicle, and fourth-degree assault. Our Valley, Our Future, the collaborative planning project for the Wenatchee Valley, is one of 8 nonprofits to receive a state grant to prepare for the health effects of climate change. The Climate and Health Adaptation Initiative, which is funded by Washington's Climate Commitment Act, awarded $750,000 through the Department of Health to be shared by 8 groups. Our Valley, Our Future organizers say they're going to use the money that they're going to get to research actionable steps to confront extreme heat, declining snowpack, and the effects of wildfires. The Wenatchee-based coalition was the only Central Washington nonprofit to share in the grant award. Now, for you folks who like the Loop Trail and you're on the east side, portions of the East Wenatchee side of the Apple Capital Recreational Loop Trail will temporarily close tomorrow. The scheduled closure will affect sections of the trail from Kirby Billingsley Hydro Park to Southeast 3rd Street and from Northeast 9th Street to the Odebashian Bridge. Douglas County transportation crews will be applying a fog seal treatment to protect the pavement. The pedestrian bridge will still be accessible during the closure, as well as the Odebashian Bridge from the trail section north of the highway. The trail maintenance work is being conducted in partnership with the City of East Wenatchee. It's funded in part by a grant from the Complete the Loop Coalition. And that's the news. My guess is a lot of things happened over the 3-day weekend. I was kind of out of it. Now, I mean, I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on. It was a 3-day weekend. I don't get those too often. But whatever did happen, we are going to talk about it tonight. We'll have the news for you at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 10 o'clock, 5, 6, and 10. The NCW Life Evening News. If something out there you think is newsworthy, send us an email, news@ncwlife.com. If you don't have our app yet, there's a QR code, so pick up your smartphone and do it. And don't forget, if that schedule of watching our news on television at 5, 6, and 10 doesn't work for you, it'll be up and posted on our homepage, ncwlife.com, our Facebook page, and our YouTube page. The Mariners' chances of making the playoffs decrease seemingly every day. Yesterday, no exception. Sports is next. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCW Life. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCW Life channel. Global Car Care has the best customer service in the Valley. From the moment you walk in the door, their goal is to help you stay on the road, so you can keep doing what's important to you. Global Car Care certified ASE mechanics stand behind your automotive repairs.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
My name's Nick Dirk, and I've been a cinematographer-photographer for over 10 years. I got my start at the Wenatchee Valley Technical Skills Center. Without the Tech Center, I wouldn't have got my first job in media production 3 months after I graduated high school.
My name is Charlie Voris, and I own Vortex Productions. My work has taken me on exciting adventures all around the world, and I got my start at Wenatchee Valley Tech.
Hey, my name is Oli Mingo, and I'm the Executive Director at Heirloom Creatives in Wenatchee. I am so thankful for Wenatchee Valley Tech to be able to have my dream career.
"16 minutes after the hour, Shea Langoliers led off the bottom of the 9th inning with his second home run of the game. Unfortunately, Shea plays for the Oakland Athletics. Yep. Beat the Mariners 5-4 yesterday in walk-off fashion. Seattle lost its third straight after dropping the final 2 to the Angels. This, of course, is their last visit to Oakland.
One out, Crawford at first base. Out to right field. This is driven way back, and this ball is gone. It's an early lead for the Mariners on the 28th home run this season from Cal Raleigh, who is now tied with the great Mike Cameron, 20th all-time in Mariners home run history.
Nice short swing, direct path to the ball. I've talked to Cal, and that's his whole thing, is he wants to get the barrel out in front, and he certainly did on that pitch.
You can look at the numbers. B-Dobie rolling, Chris.
Pop up and foul ground first. Chance for Tristan Gray. Wow!
And it's not like he's had a ton of time to get familiar with this expansive territory he is now responsible for at the hot corner. Loses the lid, starting to venture into bullpen territory. And over the shoulder, shades on. Reach out and bring it on home. I got it. Yeah, you got it. You're the only one around it, big fella.
The opposite way, punched out there towards Butler in right field, and Robles sprinting home, a headlong slide. He's safe. A sacrifice fly off the bat of Julio. And that stolen base for Victor Robles comes up big in the third. The Mariners extend the lead. It's 3-0. He has not pitched great since coming back. Polanco is able to tackle it, diving to his right from a knee in time. For out number 1, takes a hit away from Seth Brown.
Just a really good play. This ball was hit pretty hard. A good break by Polanco on the backhanded side. Throws from his knees. Nice play.
Get to second. Keep the oven mitt right.
Now Rooker bouncing ball past the diving glove of Rojas. That'll get to the corner. Butler scores. Rooker trades places with Lawrence. It's 3-1. An RBI double for Brent Rooker. That's his 93rd run batted into the year. And the 1-0 swing and a drive. Deep left field. This one is gone. The A's take a 4-3 lead. And Langoliers picks up his 24th home run.
You see where it is, another little slider right in the middle. It gets ironed out quickly.
This traveled a long way.
It sure
did. Line drive, left field, base hit. Julio scores from third. Justin Turner ties it up with a rope to left. And we're even at 4 in the 6th inning. 3-2, swing and a drive, deep to left. Shea has become judge, jury, and executioner. Langoliers, a 2-homer afternoon, picks up his first career walk-off hit. series opener, 5-4.
Yeah, well, with that, the Mariners fall back to 500. They're now 69-69. They remain 6 games back in the AL West. They're 5.5 back in the wild card race behind the Red Sox and the Tigers. Even though it was a holiday, it was a pretty light day in the baseball schedule. There's the A's knocking off the Mariners. Reds beat the Astros, though. We like that. Yankees doubled up on the Rangers. So again, the Mariners are 6 games back of the Astros, 5.5 games back for the third and final wild card bid behind the Red Sox and the Tigers. In case you missed it over the weekend, Huskies and Cougars both won rather impressively. Huskies beat Weber State Saturday night 35-3 at Husky Stadium. They'll host Eastern Michigan, an afternoon game, 12:30 on Saturday afternoon on the Big Ten Network. Washington State crushed Portland State 70-30. They will welcome Texas Tech to town. That'll be nationally televised on Fox from Pullman at 7 o'clock on Saturday night. And we are getting ready for the upcoming prep football schedule. There's our broadcast schedule. Eastmont will host a non-league game against Post Falls, Idaho. That'll be our first football broadcast on September 13th at 7 p.m. Next up, Wenatchee and Eisenhower on September 20th. That'll be followed by Eastmont and Sunnyside on September 27th. The big one is the Bridge of Sportsmanship game between the Panthers and the Wildcats. That'll be at Leib-Off Field of the Apple Bowl on October 4th. We'll do our first broadcast from Moses Lake. That'll be fun on October 18th against Eastmont. And we'll be back out in Kashmir when the Bulldogs host the Goats for the Battle of the Bronze Shoe. That'll be October 24th. Speaking of Kashmir, Coach Brian Bremer talks about the players he has coming back from last year's squad that went 11-1.
Yeah, we have 14 of 22 guys coming back on our starting offensive defense, but strength is up front for us. We have 4 returning offensive line starters. 3 of those guys will be seniors. 2 of them will be 3-year starters for us. Whether it's offensive, defensive line, we have a lot coming back, but you're right, we did graduate a lot of skill guys for sure. Graduated Tyler Peterson, Dallin Smart, Josh Maros, Trey Smith, Cade Wilkinson, all guys that went on and played college football and things like that. But really excited to have our quarterback back. Anytime you have a quarterback, especially in 1A football and just high school football in general, anytime you got a QB1, a signal caller, you got a chance in every game.
Jay Foster is the new coach at Eastmont. They graduated 19 of their 22 starters from last year's 9-1 team. He says he does have some experience, though, up front.
Ricky Kalonga at nose guard, Tyson Gonzalez at defensive tackle, both all-conference defensive players. We have on the offensive side, we have Abe Garcia, we have Alexis Sotelo. We have some guys that have some experience on that side that can get after it. So the good news is, even though we lost a bunch of guys, we have a lot of guys that have experience, and that's been one of the advantages of us playing as many kids as we do. We've moved Peyton Zielinski to quarterback. He looks like he's won that job, and he started for us as a freshman at times last year at defensive back. Great athlete, great athletic family. So the cupboard's not bare.
And on the west side of the river, half of the Panthers' 22 starters return for first-year head coach Taylor Mitchell. He says they're going to focus on running the football this year.
Starting up front, we're returning 4 linemen on the offensive side of the ball. We're going to miss our center from last year, Jackson Bishop, his brother. He was, great player for us up front, but having 4 linemen come back up front and having a lot of those guys are sophomores, now juniors, is awesome. We have a couple big tight ends that can help block in the run game. First-year starter at quarterback for us this year, who's continued to get better. I thought he had one of his best practices of the spring and summer and fall camp yesterday. So it's nice to see that some of these guys in key positions are continuing to progress and get better. I think Finn Matheson at running back's poised to have a huge year for us. We're really going to hang our hat on being able to run the football this year. And then on the defensive side, we have a lot of senior leadership again up front and in key spots with Austin Vanderkoy. We have Gabe Patterson on the D-line, Logan Lamb at linebacker, Michael Mahuka at linebacker too. So we have a lot of guys that have playing experience. We did graduate a lot of players last year. Jake Devereaux played quarterback for a handful of years for us also. So some key guys that we lost, but I think that we're returning a lot of guys up front where I'm hoping to establish the line of scrimmage this fall. And I think that we'll be in a good spot.
So there is our schedule, 9 live high school football games this fall. Of course, we'll also do the first round of the playoffs. You can look that schedule up at your own leisure time by going to ncwlife.com. And those are just some of the games that people are playing at 25 minutes after the hour. For your obscure holiday, we celebrate this skyscraper, unless you're afraid of heights. Today is National Skyscraper Day. I don't know why it is, but it is. Of course, skyscrapers go back to elevators that actually worked. I mean, think about it. No elevators, no skyscrapers. Nobody's going to walk up a 75-story building in the stairs. Basically, 1885 is when skyscrapers became cheaper to build, and up to the skies we go. And this remarkable fact about skyscrapers: for 65 consecutive years, from 1908 to 1973, the tallest building in the world was always in New York, specifically Manhattan. First, the Singer Building. That was surpassed by the Metropolitan Life Tower, which is still there. That was surpassed by the Woolworth Building, which is still there. That was surpassed by 40 Wall Street. And then for a brief time, for about 9 months, the Chrysler Building was the tallest building in the world. That was surpassed by the Empire State Building when it opened, and it was the tallest building in the world for a long time until the World Trade Center, of course, was finally topped off in 1972. But that's pretty remarkable. 65 straight years, the tallest building in the world was always in New York City, and there was 8 of them. The Singer Building is no longer with us, and of course, neither are the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center. That's the one thing people remark when they go to New York for the first time. It's tall. It's very funny that that a city that tall as New York, the only way you can really enjoy the sights is to take a helicopter, because when you're down there on the streets, you're just a little bitty thing. Happy National Skyscraper Day. 27 minutes after the hour. Today in history, the American Revolutionary War had been over for a while. I mean, you know, there was no more fighting. You just have to sign the papers. The official end of the Revolutionary War happened on this date in Paris, with the Treaty of Paris signed by one side on the United States and the Kingdom of Great Britain. On the other side, it officially came to an end because you got to write all this stuff down, you know, okay, who gets what? And thank you very much. Pictured there is the American delegation at the signing. It was John Jay, John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, Henry Laurens, and William Temple Franklin, Benjamin's son. As you can see, the British delegation refused to pose. That's where they were supposed to be, on the other side, the 3 of them. They said, we're not going to pose. So the portrait was never completed. Okay, we get it, you lost, but come on. Just for posterity's sake. Anyway, the war is over and we won. All right. And 85 years ago, another war. Yep, they had really no choice. France, the United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, they all had treaties. They all had agreements between the various countries that if they get attacked, they all essentially get attacked. Hitler had invaded Poland in the early morning hours of September 1st, and on September 3rd, 1939, 85 years ago today, it became official. The Allied nations formally gathered to say, okay, here we go, Hitler. France, the United Kingdom, New Zealand, and Australia declare war on Germany. India would too. We didn't get involved, of course, for another little over 2 years, but we did. Eventually, the war is here. And finally, birthdays. One heavenly birthday, the great Hank Thompson. I was listening to some Hank over the weekend. The great honky-tonk singer, songwriter as well. He was born 99 years ago today. A Six-Pack to Go, by the way, is one of his great songs, but they're all good. Hank Thompson. He needs more people listening to his music, even though we lost him a number of years ago, because it's good, and that's why you can buy it. Hank Thompson, born in the state in 1925. The only original member of the Beach Boys that was not a member of the family. Al Jardine is 82 years old today. He sang the lead on a couple of Beach Boys songs you know of, like Help Me Rhonda, and a few others as well. He was the lead singer on that one. He was the only one that was not a member of the Wilson family. It was the 3 Wilson brothers, Brian, Carl, and Dennis. Mike Love was and is their cousin. Al Jardine was a neighbor in their Hawthorne neighborhood of Los Angeles, and he hooked up with the group. Al Jardine is 82 years old today. And Jack Dylan Grazer is now 21 years old today. I have no idea who he is, but I figured I'd better throw in somebody that younger viewers may know who he is. I don't. Happy birthday, Jack. He's 21. I was 21 once. It was a long time ago. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. I hope these guys have had a good summer because, good golly, it's been hot. And you know the forecast all this week. I don't think your air conditioner is going to be turned off at all, or it hasn't been. Certainly not the whole week with record high temperatures coming our way mid to late week. So how's your AC holding up? And don't forget, eventually your air conditioner will probably become your heating unit as well and puts a lot of stress on it. Call the pros for heat and air. Call Alpine Air. Going to take a break. Mike McNaughty has got an opinion. Don't bother Mike's wife when she's watching the Mariners. Just leave her alone. That's her thing. And then it's fair time again. Grant County Fair had their fair. The NCW Fair in Waterville was a couple of weekends ago. Now Chelan County takes their turn this weekend. Karen Welch, the fairgrounds manager, will join me when we come back. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Live channel. Braden, you can't fool kids. Kids know when there's financial stress in a household, it's really hard for mom and dad to hide that. At the same time, if things are going pretty good, it's kind of hard to hide that. You can't fool kids. It's never too early enough to get kids to understand the importance of taking care of yourself spiritually and financially. It's never too soon.
Never too soon. I think parents don't talk to their kids enough about money. We know schools don't talk about money. They don't teach money. They don't teach concepts that are going to help educate our kids to be able to make good decisions. When it comes to money, I think we're really behind in that area. But I would say with parents, I'll give you an example. A parent that goes to Disneyland with 3 kids, what are they going to be doing at Disneyland all day?
Buying their kids stuff.
They're going to be buying their kids stuff that their kids are going to be asking nonstop. They're going to spend hundreds of dollars, right? And so, like, one of the best things that I got was advice at one of my mastermind groups that I was in. One of the individuals said, this is what we do, right? We take our 3 kids, and before they step over the line, before we have the entry into Disneyland, they give each one of their kids $100, right? And you know that at the end of the day, you're going to have one kid that has $99 left, and you're going to have one kid within an hour that has $0 left. Right? Teach your kids about the value of money. Teach them what it does. Like, let them make those decisions at an early age. They can make those decisions at 7, 8, 9 years old. And so it's not too early to expose your kids. We have a program in our office. It's called the Prepared Heirs program. And we actually have, clients' kids come into our office, and we can talk more about this on a different episode, but it's all about money. Money and kids.
Want to stay up to date on the latest news in the area? Tired of paying for your news? Download the NCW Life app now. No subscriptions necessary. Get news, weather, sports, and more live as it happens. Available for iPhone and Android in the App Store. Local news at your fingertips. Don't miss the stories that matter to you. Stay connected. Download the NCW Life app now.
If your chair is comfortable and still fits, don't toss it. Reupholster it at Wenatchee Upholstery. The sky is the limit. From new upholstery in your favorite car to upgrading your seats in the boats. Everything old can be new again when you call Joe. Personalize your golf cart, grandma's chair, your favorite bar stool. Trust your treasure with Wenatchee Upholstery.
Thank you for trusting Abby's Legendary Pizza for 60 years. Your hard-earned money supports hundreds of youth working at our parlors, dozens and dozens of nonprofits and school teams throughout the area. At Abby's, doing good in the neighborhood has never tasted so delicious. Can you smell it? It's not arugula and pear. It's bacon, and cheddar. Yep, everybody's favorite pizza is back on sale this month at Abby's, loaded with 2 kinds of bacon and real cheddar cheese. Enjoy Abby's September special at a very special price.
Now there are even more reasons to meet at the Pybus Market. Outdoor dining and tastings, the fabulous Farmers Market, Saturday artisans on the concourse, and your favorites all week long. No matter the reason, it's always time to meet at the Pybus Market. Pybus Market, where community meets.
Hey, this is Mike Mad Dog McNutty, and everybody is entitled to my opinion. Now, I love my wife, Rosie. Yes, I do. But her obsession with the Mariners is driving me crazy. I mean, I'm trying to read a book. I'm doing work on the computer. Heaven help me. I'm trying to go to sleep. But she feels the need to update me on every pitch, every strike, every foul ball, every doggone thing that's happening that, frankly, I couldn't care less about. You know, my friends, my buddies, they understand that when God was handing out the sports gene, I stepped out for a beer. Rosie, so somehow equates a shared love of the Mariners as some sort of barometer for our relationship. Now she can disagree with me about Janis Joplin, appropriate toppings on pizza, or my obsession with cop shows, and none of this is any indication that she doesn't love me. But me telling her that I could care less if Julio got a hit or struck out, man, we don't even want to go there. Oh God, this is Mike Mad Dog McNaughty, and that's my opinion.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
It's a great time to go into the medical profession. And this is the perfect place to start, because this is going to provide you that basic understanding in order to get into medical school, physical therapy school. So when you are ready to head on your career pathway, wherever it is, then you've already had some experience and say, oh, it's so cool. This is exactly what I want to do. So really, you're going to leave me with 13 college credits and a license with the state of Washington.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months, plus save up to $1,800.
Welcome back to the program. It is, of course, fair time. The Grant County Fair in Moses Lake, a huge success. That was followed by the NCW Fair up in Waterville, and despite the weather, a ton of people showed up there. Karen even showed up for a little while up in Waterville. And then, of course, they had Labor Day weekend off, and now always the weekend after Labor Day, it's the Chelan County Fair's turn to do the voodoo that they do so well. And this lovely lady has been a good friend of the station and a good friend to anybody in Chelan County. Karen Welch is the fairgrounds manager. This guy, her baby. How you doing?
Great.
It's good to see you again.
You too. I missed you last year.
I got COVID last year, and I missed that whole week.
I know, something fell off for me. There was no tradition. This is a tradition for us. I love it.
How you holding up? I know
Great.
you go. Do you live here starting in mid-August?
I'm here a lot.
Yeah.
I sleep here during fair.
Do you really?
I do.
You have a cot in your office?
I have a mat. I do. People go, are you kidding me? Nope, but I got a shower, and so yeah, I do. I stay here. It's just, it's just easier.
Back to our roots and cowboy boots is the theme this year. You didn't go with my idea, which is probably a good idea anyway.
Oh, do we want to hear it? I forgot.
My idea was come smell the excitement. I mean, but no, your theme
that depends
is a lot
on
better.
what building you're in, Dan. If that's a good theme or a bad theme, okay? Yeah, I can see the Wilkins building. That'd be a great theme.
After last year's fair, you have a little bit of downtime, but how soon from the 2023 fair did you start planning for this year's fair? I mean, you meet with the board.
Yeah, we meet immediately. You know, you're in October, then you're getting your officers, you're getting your committee people, and then you just hit the ground running again. I mean, there's just a lot to plan in a fair. And, you know, you're dealing with other people's schedules, so you just can't sit back and wait, you know, right up to fair when you're going to have your entertainment. And your vendors, you know, they're always looking as to, you know, are we in, are we out? Because they're trying to make a living too. So, yeah, it's just a lot of planning, so you start right away.
And a lot of the vendors and a lot of the acts kind of do the fair circuit.
Yes, yeah.
And so that, you know, they always know that the weekend after Labor Day weekend, they're going to be in Kashmir at the fairgrounds. The reptile guy is back, and the guy who does the unicycle and juggles, I don't know how he does that. Yeah. He's back. He's always been a popular attraction. You change things up, though. You meet every year with your board and say, this worked and this didn't. And let's see what we want to do.
Well, yeah, we're always trying to improve the fair for the community. I mean, you know, they're paying an admission to come and see something, you know, great, and that's the type of program we want to put on for them. So, yeah, we work hard for that. You know, there's always the expenses. Things are getting more and more expensive, and, you know, you're trying to keep up with all of that and find the best bang for your buck so that, you know, the public has something to come and see as far as entertainment. We do have some new food vendors this year. They'll be interesting. You know, we'll just wait and see what it's like when they get here. So
your entertainment lineup is fantabulous. You got that Selena tribute band coming in.
That's on Thursday night.
You're going to pack the joint for that.
Oh, we were so hoping. We think it's going to be high energy. And you were talking about weather with Waterville. We think ours is going to be great. So we'll just keep our fingers crossed and hope that that is the case.
And Easton Corbin will be here this year.
Yes. Well, we sure hope, because that was really, really hard last year when we felt really bad for him, because obviously he got extremely sick, ended up at our local hospital and had to cancel. But he made a commitment to come back and perform for us again. So we're excited to see what he's going to bring. He better bring his A game for us, right?
When we were setting up our cameras, do you have new lights in the arena? It looked to me like those are new lights in the arena.
We don't have new lights, but we have new light bulbs.
Wow, okay.
We actually had the fire department came out with their big lift, and we were out here one evening and lighting the place up. So we do have a lot of new LED lights in our buildings this year, which happened right after fair last year through a PUD grant. So there are a number of LED exterior lights that will light up the grounds at night, and then in our buildings, it'll be great for the fairgoers and especially our superintendents. Not all that flicker with all the ballasts going out. So brighter and better.
Each day has a theme. You've been doing this for years.
Yep.
Do you remember the themes off the top of your head? Because I got a cheat sheet.
No,
Go ahead.
I know. So on Thursday is Senior Day, and seniors can come in free from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
62 and older.
Yes.
Okay.
And then on Friday it's Kids Day, and they're allowed to come in free from 9 a.m. till 2 p.m.
Accompanied by an adult.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then on a Saturday is that is County Day. That's our largest attendance day, and then Sunday is Family Day. And we have so many sponsors. I mean, it's hard for me to rattle them all off and name them, but if any of them are watching, we are super grateful for that. It's helping us to keep our expenses down for the public, because, you know, with your admission, if you're a senior, for $8 you can come and see the rodeo for free, or see one of our concerts, and $12 for an adult and $8 for kids. And a pass for a family is $40. So we still try to make it a great value. Once you come through the gate, other than the food or any of the souvenirs you want to buy, your entertainment, you know, is completely free. And I think that's still a great value.
Family pass is 2 adults and 3 kids for $40. That's it? $40 bucks?
Mm-hmm.
You could have jacked up that price.
Well, you know, so we can back up the bus here, and Wednesday's our entry day.
Right.
And so I always encourage people, come and enter something into your county fair. You have bake something, make something, and with that, then for adults, you get you can buy a $15 pass. Kids can buy a $10 pass, and then you can come every day for to the fair. And on $15, what is that? Do the math. You know, that's not even $6 a day. I mean, it's pretty cheap.
A lot of your sponsors have been here every year.
Yeah.
You don't even have to call them up. So Karen, just let us know.
We've got a number of new ones, and we're really grateful for the all those people stepping up and really seeing the value in a county fair and financially supporting it, so that, you know, more people can come and enjoy it, because, you know, sometimes times are getting tough for a lot of people, and we still want a great value, and that's what we're trying to do. But we can't do it without them. We really can't. And that's not just a cliche. That is the truth.
The whole list, by the way, is on the packet. You can download. It's a PDF. It's 108 pages. The fair book. It's ginormously large. It's got everything you need, all the hours, all the sponsors. It's very well done, by the way. I don't know who put it together, but kudos to them.
Actually, somebody on our fair board.
Really?
Well, shout out to Nicole.
Shout out to Nicole. You mentioned enter stuff. Fiber art, sewing, needlework, quilts, food preservation, baking, recycling, horticulture, flowers, dahlias, arrangements. There's a gazillion things you can enter and win.
We have
and
a
compete
category
in.
for just about everything.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Photography, sculpture, painting, hobbies, woodwork, and then of course you got to have your live animals, your swine, your sheep, your goats, your poultry, your rabbits are all going to be here.
And they're going to be here for the auction on Saturday.
How many volunteers does it take to do all this stuff?
Oh, my word.
Because there's like 100 different things to enter in and 4-H and FFA and all that stuff.
You know, that's a stat that I have, but I don't have it memorized, but I know it's well over 100 because, you know, in entry day, each one of these buildings has volunteers that help with the entries as they come in. Then they have judges that judge. And then if it's the animals, then they have clerks. Clerks are people who are taking all the notes from the judges as to, you know, the placement of the animals or the placement of the exhibits. And then they have hosts and hostesses and superintendents, people who are in the, you know, building for, you know, easily 13 hours a day, manning that building. So I know it's well over 100 people that come and help. And then, you know, you have to think about all the people who volunteer before fair that really aren't fair volunteers, like your 4-H leaders, your FFA advisors, your Grange leaders, Girl Scouts, Boy Scout leaders, that type of thing. You know, you consider them also volunteers because they're getting their groups and clubs ready to come to fair. So they're putting in, you know, volunteering and putting in their time the same as the people who are actually on the property giving their time to the fair. And then many of those are here with their clubs and they've paid admission, you know, to get here to still help be a volunteer basically.
Are you energized by I know you work so hard. You're here all the time. You put in ridiculous hours and everybody loves you. But you also you dig this too, don't you? I mean, come on, you dig it.
Of course I do, or I
dig it. Yeah.
wouldn't have been doing it this long. Yeah. I mean, if you don't have a passion about something or you don't have a vision for it and you don't get excited about it and you want to see it improve every year and, you know, it's just like the grounds, you know, we work so hard to get the grounds, you know, as pristine as we can, knowing that we're going to have 20-some thousand people tromp through your property, you know, but we want it to look, you know, great. I just have the philosophy, companies coming. We're having guests, and so you want it to look its best, and you want to greet them, and you want everybody to come. I mean, and have a great time. I mean, that's how I am if I entertain in my home. So this is like my home away from home. So I guess I have kind of the same philosophy.
Last June, we came up and interviewed the guys at the Wenatchee River Bluegrass Festival, and we looked across the street, and there's Karen with a weed whacker.
Yeah.
You know, by the fence. That's how much she cares about the campus and the fairgrounds. Very compact. One of the things I really love about the campus here, the Saline County Fairgrounds, grass everywhere.
35 acres of mowing, literally.
Literally. But I mean, you don't get a lot of blowing dust. It's a pretty small campus, all things considered.
Very small footprint for a county fair. We are really small footprint. So everything is condensed. Yeah.
Everything we're talking about, by the way, is on the website. Who's your webmaster? They did a good job too. It's so easy to find everything you need.
Between Nicole and the IT person at the county. Yeah.
It's very well done. It is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Wednesday is entry day. Starts at 8:30 in the morning, I believe, is when you can start coming in and do your entries. Is that correct?
At 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock on Wednesday.
9 till 8.
Okay.
On Wednesday.
On Wednesday, and then we open up the gates on Thursday. Again, the 2 adults and 3 kids, that's 6 to 17 years. You get the family pass for $40. Come and go as you want to.
Yeah.
It's amazing. For a senior citizen, a season ticket, come and go when you want to, $20. It's the best deal in town.
We think so.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add while we have you here, Karen?
We'll have Davis Carnival will be back.
Oh, yes, please.
You can buy wristbands at the carnival. They're $38 for all you can ride. The auction will be on Saturday. Fur and Feather starts at 9. The main auction starts at 10. Come on out and support all of your FFA, 4-H, and Grange kids who work so hard with their projects. And just a reminder, Selena tribute band on Thursday night, Easton Corbin on Friday night.
And then the rodeo.
Well, real quick, PRCA rodeo on Saturday, and on Sunday, a total different rodeo. Fun and games for the family at the rodeo on Sunday, prizes, all kinds of things like that. We have Felix Santana as the entertainment, and we have a rodeo clown that I hear has a great act too. I haven't seen it. Don't know if I'll get out to see it, but just some new exciting things are going to be happening at the PRCA rodeo both days.
And you're a fair ambassador gal, that 17-year-old, very poised young woman.
Hannah Collins is our ambassador, and Austin Robinson is our first ever Chelan County rodeo queen, and she's been all over the state promoting the Chelan County rodeo. So it's some changes and some good changes, and they're just fabulous gals.
What happens to you Sunday night when the gates close? Do you just collapse?
Well, no, because I get up the next morning and it's like a bomb's gone off, and I have a rally of about 80 to 100 coaches that start pulling in that day for their rally that week. So as soon as we're done with fair, boom, we hit it again for the next event that comes onto the Chelan County Expo Center
You
campus.
can sleep over the Thanksgiving holiday. How's that sound?
Yeah. Eat enough turkey, I'm sure I will.
Karen Welch, I want to party with you. It sounds like you're fun with entertaining at home. I'm liking that.
Come on over. Well, call first, make sure I'm there.
But yeah, she's going to be here, I can tell you that much. Back to our roots and cowboy boots is the theme this year for the Chelan County Fair, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Just Google Chelan County Fair. It's all right there. You can download the packet. It's a PDF, and check out when you want to go see all of the cool entries. Everything that you need to know is on the website. Karen, it's so good to see you.
You too, Dan.
Time to go answer more phone calls and talk to more volunteers, right?
Yep.
You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We'll be right back. I'd like to thank the Academy for making this happen. Obviously, all my people, my team, my manager, my agent, my manager's agent, my agent's manager, Trixie and Bubbles, Captain Wagner of the Presidential Advisory Commission, the late great Uriah Darby, rest his soul. I'm gonna cry.
What once was old now is new to the NCW Life Channel. Tune in for Bonanza, Superman, The Andy Griffith Show, The Beverly Hillbillies, The Invisible Man, The Lone Ranger, and The Lucy Show. Check your program guide for classic programming on NCW Life Channel, your local TV station.
Check out ClubCrowCashmere.com for upcoming events and tickets.
At Coldwell Banker, their people, their company are cut from a different cloth. They see, hear, sense, and feel things that other people don't. They have a unique appreciation for the thing called home. Because of this dedication, Coldwell Banker has thrived for over a century. This is why they are ranked #1 on Agent Trust. Coldwell Banker. They do real estate with higher standards and have been guiding people home since 1906. When you've been in business for 40 years, it's because you understand change and you put members first, always. Now Works is announcing a change in their membership model. Up to 6 people on one membership that you can mix and match. The more people, the bigger the discounts. Introducing the Works shared membership model. One membership, friends and family, and flexibility. Works, the cleanest, friendliest, most helpful gyms you and your friends will ever join.
Pause for Pets is presented by Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, Merry Maids, Doghouse Brewery, Leavenworth, and Club Crow Bar and Grill.
Hi, I'm Corley with Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, Animal Care Manager. And today I'd like you to meet Rosie. Rosie is our, we think about 3 years old, husky or husky mix. She's certainly got that husky spirit. Even though she's 3, she's still goofy and playful like they are. But she's also kind of chill sometimes. She loves her belly rubs. Yeah, she does. She's really sweet and affectionate. She loves her people. She's really soft. And yeah, we've had Rosie for too long. We've had her for about a month. She actually did get adopted out once, and returned. And they really didn't want to return her, but she got way too excited by their cats, and so they were a little worried. So they brought her back. So we know for a fact, not great with cats. We don't usually have that information. She gets along really great with our dogs here. She's not reactive to them. She just wants to play. She's a really sweet girl. Yeah. She loves toys and walks. Yeah, she just likes being with people. She's a very, very social girl. Oh, she knows some commands. She can sit and she can lay down if you have the right treats. Sometimes she can be a little picky, but she really wants to please because she loves her people so much. And that actually makes her easily trainable to learn other new things. Yeah, hi, sweetheart. Hello. Oh, she also loves the water. We found this out because we have a pool in one of our play yards. And she just loves splashing around. Oh, one other thing though I should mention is we suggest a fenced yard because she is kind of good at being a husky and running wherever her heart leads her. So she can get over small fences, we know that. So just a suggestion. But we'd love you to come meet her. We're open 12:30 to 6, Thursday through Tuesday, and we'd love you to come in.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org. Pause for Pets is presented by Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, Mary Maid's Doghouse Brewery, Leavenworth, and Club Crow Bar and Grill.
Most of us are in touch with the internet in one way or another all day long. A fast, secure connection matters. It keeps us entertained, informed, and in touch. LocalTel cares about your connection. We know strong, reliable internet with your choice of speed makes life better. If you need fast, reliable internet, or maybe an upgrade, or you just have questions, connect with us by visiting localtel.com or call 509-888-8888 today.
Well, here it is. It's not even 8 o'clock yet, and it is 70 degrees here in the big city. We had a very warm weekend. If you're just joining us, Saturday we topped off at 93, Sunday 95, yesterday, Monday 91. Will be about 90 or 91 today. High pressure is going to reestablish itself. It'll be here well entrenched by Wednesday, that's tomorrow, and by Thursday, Friday, and especially on Saturday, we are going to set some record high temperatures. I know it's September. It's going to feel more like early August. In fact, as we look at some of the temperatures predicted from the National Weather Service, you're going to go, are you sure this is September? Because we're going to break some records. I mean, it's almost a lead pipe cinch, as a matter of fact, warmer than normal. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a heat advisory posted by the National Weather Service by the time we get to, say, Thursday of this week. I got to remember it's a short week. But yeah, here comes the heat again on what's already been a pretty hot summer of 2024. 90 today for our forecast high. A little breezy, northwest wind about 8 to 10 miles an hour, and that's not too bad. 62 for the overnight low tonight. 93 Wednesday, so we bump it up a couple. Then we start getting into record territory. We'll be close on Thursday. Forecast high of 96. The record high for September 5th is 97. On Friday the 6th, 99 is our forecast high. The record high there is 97. We should break it. And the record high on Saturday, September 7th is 93. We're scheduled to get to 99. Gonna be hot. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.